Please give your student athletes your positive encouragement and respect the judgment of the game officials. All spectators, athletes, and coaches will uphold an attitude of good sportsmanship. The BCSL is committed to fair play, graciousness towards the opponent, and a genuine concern and respect for others. Let the players play, the coaches coach, the officials officiate, and the spectators be positive. Now everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem. And now, welcome everyone to Riverside High School Popular Fieldhouse for this contest between Wildcats and Varsity High School and your Riverside Rams. The starting line for the visitors: number 4, Varsity; number 5, Addison Randall; number 10, Keaton Ortiz; number 11, Calvin Hernandez; and number 12, Brianna Nunes. Coached by Lauren Keaton and Shane Swan. And now Riverside Rams starting lineup: number 5, Aaron Schmidt; number 23, Skylar Warren; number 3, Andy McLaughlin; number 10, Grace Calusa; and number 44, Riley Starr. The Rams are coached by Scott Atkinson and Bernie Ashton.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Riverside High School girls basketball. Today, the Riverside varsity basketball team is taking on Maple Shade Wildcats. Starting for Riverside, we have Grace Galuzza, Skylar Warren, Riley Stark, Andy McGargle, and Megan Schmidt. And Wildcats will start with the basketball. Working the ball around the perimeter against Riverside zone. We'll get a shot from number 12, Brianna Nunes. Miss, but a rebound for the Wildcats, so they are still working out on offense. Still moving the ball around the perimeter. And another attempt, which is an air ball from Newmess, and Stark with the rebound. So Riverside will be taking the ball down the court. Galuzzo with the drive, and she drops the basketball, picks it up, so it's called for the double dribble. So it'll be Wildcats basketball going down. Once again, the Wildcats still working the ball around the perimeter, probably trying to avoid that inside based on this defense that Riverside is playing. A steal by McGargle, and Riverside will take the basketball down on offense. Pass into Stark from McGargle, and a pass down to Schmidt, who puts the ball on the floor, tries to get it to McGargle, but the ball's stolen by the Wildcats. And a shot goes up and is missed, but a rebound and putback by number 4, Billy Ormsby on Maple Shade. So Wildcats get on the board first. Riverside looking to answer back. Can they do it? Ball into Stark. And she takes a jump shot. It's no good. Wildcats pushing the ball down the floor, but they don't have the numbers, so they're going to take that one outside. Passing the ball around. A little bit open shot on the corner, but no good. Rebound by Schmidt. Both teams playing in a zone defense right now, trying to contain that inside presence by Stark for the Wildcats. And McGargle fights for a rebound and gets it, and then gets the putback, so Riverside now tied 2-2. Ball pass to Newmess, and she misses. Stark with the board. Both teams looking to get a little energy going here in this first quarter. Stark with another missed basket. And it looks like Warren stepped out of bounds, so it'll be Wildcats basketball. Riverside looking like they're still in that zone, clogging up that paint. Stark not really coming too high out. Actually, it could be in a man-to-man, just playing tight inside. And another missed shot. Both teams struggling from the outside a little bit. Inbounded, Stark on it defensively, and they call a foul. Don't know if I would have called that a foul. However, that is her first, team's first for the night. And a nice inside pass to Hernandez, and she scores to put Maple Shade ahead 4-2 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball passed into Warren, and she turns and takes a jumper immediately. McGargle underneath trying to fight for boards. She had 10 the other night, so she's down there trying to stay in that offensive rebounding position for the Rams. If either one of these teams can look to get some fast break points, that would really, help to not only pick up the pace, but create some distance between the two. Right now, both teams are kind of pushing the ball up the floor at the same pace, which is making it a little bit easier to set up on defense. And here we get a drive from Yackel on Maple Shade, which is no good. And they get the rebound and shoot a three, rebounded by Stark. McElroy pushing the ball up the floor for the Rams. And we have a foul on the floor. Let's see what number that was on. So we have a foul on number 10 from Maple Shade. That is her first. Ortiz, that is her first, team's first. And McGargle travels. So that is a turnover for the Rams. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Both teams struggling to get a start on offense. And Ortiz comes off of that wide open but misses the jumper. Stark with, I think, her third rebound in this quarter so far. Riverside pushing the ball up the floor. Swinging it around. Really can't get it inside there. Definitely crunching down a little bit on Stark, making sure she can't really get any kind of good looks. There's a skip pass over to Warren. And Warren misses, rebounded by Hernandez. And Maple Shade bringing the ball up the court. And we have a drive from Yackel that is unsuccessful, but Maple Shade still with the basketball. And we have a nice move by Numes on Stark, and she's able to get the bucket. So it is now 6-2 with 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And a drive by McElroy is blocked by Numes, and Maple Shade will pick the basketball up. Riverside clogging that paint down, playing in front on the post. Stark with a nice block on that pass, and we get a fast break and 2 points for Warren off of a pass from McElroy. A nice little fake, but it's Riverside really pushing defensively, and so she is blocked by Madrinich, and that will end the first quarter 6-4 for the guest Maple Shade Wildcats. So far it's looking like if Riverside cannot get a handle on stopping Maple Shade's Brianna Numes, number 12, they're going to struggle throughout this game. Riverside looks like they're out on a slow start so far. But second quarter, it's time to get going. Hopefully they'll find their energy in this next 8 minutes of basketball. Alright, so we got a couple subs in here. number 11, Sam Shedeker. Getting her start in the second quarter. Maple Shade looking like they're working with the same 5 from the first quarter. Galuzza pass inside to Stark, and a nice little high-low attempt, but you got to release that seal once that ball comes to you. Once you see that pass coming towards you, nothing else matters. You got to go get that basketball. Riverside will inbound. We drop the pass, but recover it. Stark on the outside now with Schmidt inside. And a shot from McGargle is long. And here we are off to the races, but not quite, not a strong enough pass to really get it where they want it. Numes tried to go in for a layup, but is stripped by Stark, but Wildcats will steal the ball right back from them. Give and go, and another pass, and the shot is still long. So neither teams so far are really finding the basket like they want to, despite all the attempts from the outside. And a lot of that has to do with, if you're watching, you can see that a lot of their shots are flat. They've got to get a little bit of arc and drop that bad boy in there like a little raindrop falling. So Riverside picks up another steal. A lot of turnovers from both sides today so far in these first 2 quarters. We're 6 minutes and 45 seconds. We got an outside shot from Shedeker, but no good. And a little bit attempt on a fast break points, no good. Numes with 3 Rams with a hand in her face, and she still finishes that basket. Maple Shade now up 8-4. Nice little player. Schmidt in with the lay-in, with a drive, but misses. Stark gets the basketball, and she goes up twice and is fouled on that second attempt. Stark has to really start using her legs to push back when she's underneath the basket so that she has space to make that layup. Stark on the line for 2. She gets the first one up, and it's good. That's Riley Stark's first point of the game. And she misses the second, so she's 50% from the line, something that she really, we saw the last game, she struggled a little bit from that free throw line. And Numes is open for long, and she misses. The way she's making those attempts lets me know that the moment she starts hitting could spell trouble for Riverside. Stark with the basketball, and she creates a little bit of space to shoot, misses, but is able to get her rebound off of a ricochet from her teammate, and she finishes for 2. So 8-7 right now. Still Maple Shade ahead, but Riverside starting to heat up a little bit. It's 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Stark with the ball, and she attempts the shot and comes back down with the basketball, so that's going to be a travel call, another turnover for the Rams. Again, the turnovers, got to cut them turnovers down. You know, good shot attempts. It doesn't always have to be the first look at the basket. You can wait and get a better look, and then there's no shot clock, so there's no reason to take the first attempt. Down on the other side, we got a foul on Megan Schmidt. That is her first, the team's second, and she will send Numes to the line to shoot 2. The first one is good for New Miss. And the second attempt is good. New Miss now with 8 points, 8 of Maple Shade's 10. So Riverside has got to shut her down. Pass to Schmidt. She goes up for a shot. New Miss gets a hand on it, no good. And then Riverside gets a rebound and putback attempt from a gargle, which is no good. And then Schmidt gets the basketball and is fouled. Foul on Alani Hernandez. That is her first, team's third. And Schmidt buries the first attempt. And she hits that second one, so Riverside still within 1. I don't know if they're trying to do what they did to us on Monday night and make this a really close game, but I don't know if my nerves can take it. I am too old. Just kidding. Maybe not. And the ball is poked out by Riverside, and Galuzzo will bring the ball up the floor for the Rams. Again, Riverside not really utilizing their ability to run the floor, and Shedeker has her pass attempt blocked and stolen. New Miss missing that shot attempt from the mid-post. And so it'll be Rams ball as that has gone out of bounds. Got some subs in here for you. Got Warren back in the game and Mudrinich back into the lineup for the Rams. And passing the ball around, you find McElroy on the baseline. The shot is no good, but we have a push from Maple Shade's Hernandez, and that'll be her second, team fourth, and it'll be Rams ball underneath the basket. We got a box set up. Let's see who we're going to. Box set up with the 2-3 zone. Hey guys, we gotta hit those screens. Back to Stark, and she attempts a 3. It is no good. Galuzzo with the rebound, miss. McGargle's still fighting. Oh, sorry, McElroy fighting. And we have a timeout. I'm not sure which team took the timeout. We are here 9-10 with 3 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the game. Or sorry, in the half. Skipping ahead. Okay, so I will do my first small business shout out, and I'm gonna choose my favorite deli over in Delanco, New Jersey, Lou's Deli. So you guys should definitely, check them out on Facebook, check them out at their website, or just go and stop by, get yourself lunch, breakfast, whatever. Very, very good food. Please support the small businesses around you. All right, so it's Maple Shade ball. So I believe it was their timeout. And we got some full court pressure from Galuzzo, but number 10, Ortiz, is left open on Maple Shade. So they push the ball up the floor nice and quick. An attempt at a pass, and it's missed, but New Miss gets the rebound, and she finishes. So 12-9 now with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Tongue-tied. Missed shot attempt, and then the ball's taken by Maple Shade. Rams down 3. They have to figure something out. So Riverside gets the 5-second call with a lot of good pressure defense from McElroy, and that'll be a turnover on Maple Shade. A shot from Warren, no good. Ormsby with the rebound. And we are headed back down the floor for Maple Shade. Look at that ball pressure from Udrinich, forcing the ball to be passed around now. And that was passed right to Riverside defense. Got a couple players running the floor, but we don't get it to them. Udrinich is wide open with no one guarding her. But Riverside is unable to get the ball to her. Down to Galuzza, back up top to Schmidt. Over to Warren, to McElroy, and she's going to get the jumper, no good. And a rebound from Yackel, and Maple Shade now on the offense. Once again, Maple Shade trying to throw the ball through the Riverside defense, and Udrinich comes up with the steal, but attempts at passing is that stolen. Numes with the basketball, and she goes up strong for the shot, and we are now 16-9 with Maple Shade in their largest lead. 14-9 with their largest lead of the night. Riverside another miss, and this time Numes is open underneath, and she gets another made basket. So now Riverside calling a timeout after a nice run. Riverside stuck at 9 against Maple Shade. So Riverside down 7. Numes has 14 of 16 Maple Shade points, so it's only a matter of time. They're going to have to adjust if they're going to want to not only get back into this game, but, shut her down and force everyone else on the team to come up with a couple of points. Riverside has some scorers in Stark and Udrinich and even Warren, but so far none of them have really not only gotten any clean shot attempts, but have been able to hit consistently to actually pull Riverside back into this game. So they're going to need a little bit of a spark to get their offense started. And then defensively, they can't let Numes get close to the basket, because she's just not only really hurting them on the offensive board, but even just getting passes and regular shot attempts. She's finishing. Keep her outside till she hits a couple. That's what I would do, but I'm commentating everyone, not playing. So Riverside passing this basketball around. We got some subs in. We got Schmidt in for Stark. McGargle in for Udrinich. Schmidt is blocked, and then you got to get those hustle plays. Maple Shade really hustling, and now we have Maple Shade running, and another made basket by Numes. 30 seconds left in the first half, and the ball is passed long to McGargle, but McElroy comes up with the basket with the ball. And she drives in and is blocked by Numes. Numes having a game today. You gotta do something, girls. Ball passed right through Schmidt and to Numes, who now has 18 points. So Numes has 18 of Maple Shade's 20. Riverside stuck at 9 points from the first quarter, I believe. So Riverside a little bit struggling to get on the board. We are at halftime right now. We got a good 8 minutes. So I'm gonna pull out my small businesses in a second so you guys can know a couple more businesses to support around the town. But a quick recap, we have Riverside kind of struggling offensively today to really figure out how to put some points on the board. So they're going to have to come up with some sort of game plan to really shut down Newmess, who, again, 18 of 20 points for her team in the first half. Nobody else really contributing offensively on Maple Shade, but defensively, Maple Shade is really working to keep Riverside out of the paint and making every single pass that they attempt very, very difficult. Riverside hoping to, pull some energy in the second half. And we've seen some really good play against New Egypt on Monday night. So, hopefully the coach is thinking and telling them what adjustment that they are going to make in this second half so they can come back into this game and not let the lead get pushed any further, because that's going to be a bit difficult. So I hope you all got your Valentine's Day presents ready. If you haven't, you can always definitely check out Bella Bud's flower truck. So if you need some flowers, a beautiful flower arrangement, definitely, see if they can hook you up for Valentine's Day if you haven't figured something out yet. I hope you guys did, because, that's not cool if you didn't. Bella Buds is on Facebook. You can go on their Facebook page and I guess put in a request. You can also go to Castle Harbor in the morning on Valentine's Day for breakfast. It was a lovely breakfast. Get yourself some eggs, some bacon, a waffle. Waffles are my favorite. Or you can go to Palms and Therapeutic Touch, which is a massage therapy clinic in Morristown, New Jersey. So, who doesn't like a beautiful massage? They are booking couples, so Valentine's Day massages sounds beautiful. You can find them at palmsmassagetherapy.com. And you can also call 856-372-0341. And if you're on their website, you can also book online. So, I definitely suggest a massage. I love them. And I would love it if I got that for Valentine's Day. But, not saying anybody has to send me one, but I wouldn't be upset. Oh, another Valentine's Day date idea is Stumpy's Hatchet House in Delran. You can make it a double date. Wear your masks. Guys, get out there, throw some hatchets, because who doesn't want to throw a hatchet for Valentine's Day with their significant other? reserve online at Stumpy's, STUMPYSHH.com. So Stumpy's Hatchet House, right on Route 130 in Delran. I might reserve because I might want to throw some hatchets after this game if Riverside doesn't get it together. Who knows? We're about 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from the second half. We know that Palmyra is about to start their game against New Egypt, so we don't have any scores for you there. Let's check in with the boys and see if we can get a score from them, from their game. The Riverside High School boys basketball team is away at Florence. I'm just saying anything right now. They're away at Florence. I believe their game started at 5:15. So let's see if we can get a score for you guys, anyone interested if you're not watching the boys game. Here we go. So the boys are up 10-7 against Florence Township right now with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. So right now Riverside High School boys are undefeated. So hopefully they can keep that going. With 1 minute left before the start of the second half. I'm watching the boys game a little bit. If you guys want to get the link, you can go to the RHS Rams New Jersey Facebook page, and there is a link there if you want to watch them side by side so that you can check out how the boys are doing. The beauty of live streaming some of these games is you can watch multiple games at once, hopefully if you have the internet capacity. So we are heading back into this second half. Riverside down 11, 20-9 to Maple Shade. And the ball is inbounded in to Riverside. Maple Shade still in that 2-3 zone, guarding that post player. Stark turns, and she doesn't get enough lift on that hook shot. And Maple Shade will rebound the ball. Would have been nice if they buried that. That would have been a very good look for Riverside. Shade with a 3 attempt, no good, but they get the rebound, and it's in the hands of Numes. Mudrinich now guarding Numes. And we saw her in action on Monday. Oh, Riverside with the ball. And Warren misses. Great hustle from Warren to get all the way down the court when they thought that that was going to be a backcourt or out of bounds call. And Galuzza with the jump shot. It's a miss, but McGargle doing what she does best, sitting underneath that basket, waiting for boards, and she gets the rebound put back to put Rams on the board. And I believe she scored the first 2 points in the first half for Riverside. So now she has the first 2 points in the second half. McGargle on the break, and she takes a step and tries to get the 2, but misses. Numes with the rebound. So as I was saying, they have Mudrinich now on Numes, and Mudrinich last game against New Egypt's number 24, their go-to player. She chased that girl down the floor the entire game and forced her to really work for every shot. So That is the adjustment Riverside looks to have made in this half. Riverside coming up with a steal and a shot short for Stark. Rebound for Maple Shade. And so we have Maple Shade with the ball, working to get it in. Nothing, and the ball almost goes out of bounds, but saved by Maple Shade. Numes back with the basketball in her hands, and she passes it, and we have a missed shot. Another shot attempt for Maple Shade. Riverside, Stark has got to get inside. I mean, when she's inside, it's a better rebounding situation for Riverside, and she's just watching. Another shot attempt is short from Stark, and she looks like she's getting a little bit frustrated not being able to hit those jumpers as easily as I think she wants to. But she's really got to get some lift and stop fading away from the basket. A little no-look handoff pass, and Ortiz will try to dribble through two Riverside players, and she is fouled. And so that will be a foul on 23, Skylar Warren. That is her first, team's first of the half. 5 minutes and 6 seconds left. Riverside with 2 points in the half, but Maple Shade not yet on the board. Numes with an attempt, and she misses. And we have another attempt from Shade, and now we have the ball stuck in the rim. And so we're trying to get the ball out the rim, and the first one is missed. And we have a second attempt, and that one is no good. Third attempt, no good. Maple Shade really struggling to get this ball unstuck. Fourth attempt, no good. They hand the ball to Riverside, who doesn't want to try. Another attempt missed. Another attempt. That ball is really stuck in there. Really, really good. Another attempt. Completely missed. We're trying from a different angle to see. And nothing's working here. Nothing. There we go. Good job, Numes. She got the ball unstuck after about 15 attempts. Sometimes that's what it takes. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I think that was Aaliyah who said that. Dust yourself off and try again. Aaliyah. Ball is going to be inbounded to Maple Shade because it was a jump ball and that missed shot that got stuck. Riverside really not taking advantage of the fact that there have been very few successful shot attempts from many players outside of Numes, but Yakel finally getting on the board in the second half for Shade, Maple Shade. I'm going to give them a nickname for no reason. So Maple Shade now pushing their lead back to 11 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go. And a steal by Yakel. And McGargle daring Yakel to shoot from outside, but she doesn't do it. We get a drive from Hernandez, no good. Schmidt with the basketball in her hands. Riverside driving the ball up the floor. Mudrinich with it in her hands now. To McGargle, to Schmidt, and she gets a little fake, slips a little bit, and a shot attempt from Warren, in and out. We got to get that rotation, and that's a good shot. And a made basket from Shade will give that 24-11 Didn't see who made that shot. Mudrinic with a shot attempt, no good. And Maple Shade will come up with the ball. And a shot from Maple Shade's Mel Bimmer. Missed, but she gets the ball again and shoots again, but she also misses that second attempt, so Riverside will recover the basketball. Warren driving down the middle of the paint, misses again. Riverside suffering. They're just not shooting the ball high enough. You know, you got to get a little bit of arc on that, lay that right off the backboard, and that's 2 buckets, but 2 points. A bucket, 2 points. So Mudrinic is really putting Numes on lockdown. So she hasn't really gotten the amount of touches that she had in the first half already. Riverside pushing the ball around the perimeter. Warren got to keep shooting. You know, you miss a couple and that's okay. Just like when that ball got stuck, you got to keep trying till it goes in. Mudrinic with a steal, still not letting Numes touch the ball easily. So we'll get a substitution for Riverside. McElroy in for McGargle. And Ormsby wide open on that inbound play. I'm going to have to write that one down so I can use it for my team because she was wide open and she made that basket easily. Schmidt driving in and she gets a nice little turnaround shot for Riverside. So Riverside down 13 now with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And Hernandez will miss the shot and it's rebounded by Riverside and they will look to push the ball up the floor. Warren open on the baseline. She takes a dribble again with that rotation. The ball goes in and out. Mudrinic fighting for the rebound, but she doesn't get it. A little slow to get up, but she's all right. Still sticking with that defense on Numes. So the defense is doing all right on Maple Shade. However, the offense still hasn't kicked in. Schmidt running and a nice pass. But Mudrinic misses the finish. That rhymes. Can't help myself. And Nyako for the shot. It is no good. And it'll be white ball. Nobody coming up with the rebound. Riverside down 13. It's not impossible to come back in this fourth quarter, but they're going to have to really push, you know. Mudrinic with the basketball in her hands, and she looks to attempt a pass to a player that was moving away, but they get it. Warren on the baseline, a shot attempt, and she gets one to go, so that'll be 2 points for Warren. Down 11 again, and we are at the end of the third quarter. So after a monstrous first half with 18 points, Numes is held scoreless in the third quarter. But Riverside still has to get that offense moving. They've got to start, hitting some of those screens and getting people open so that they can take some decent shot attempts. Again, the majority of the shots have been either flat or short or just missed the basket completely. So they've got to really figure out how to adjust on these shot attempts and put the ball in the basket. Not doing bad defensively, but as my father usually says, the best offense is a very good defense. They've got to convert some of those defensive stops into fast break points. So immediately we're looking to get the ball into Schmidt. She misses on a block from Numes. Back into Schmidt. Kicks it back to Mudrinic, who finds Warren, who drives in and gets the lay-in. Here we go. All it takes is that 1 point. Now we got Riverside 17-25, down 9. And a pass into Yakel, and she's able to kick it out to Hernandez, who hits the basket to push that lead back to 11. Riverside has the hustle. Attempt into Schmidt, but the ball is not passed in a way where she can easily grab it. So Riverside turns the basketball over. And Maple Shade with the basketball looking to get in, but I guess the signals got mixed up and Maple Shade throws the ball out of bounds. Turnover. Again, Riverside pushing the ball up the floor. Mudrinic. Shedeker for 3. No good. 2 Riverside players on the ball, but Mudrinic comes up with it and she attempts the shot and it goes in. So that is actually her first 2 of the game. Shot for Hernandez. No good. McElroy with the speed, the rebound, and the speed up the floor. She looks to shoot, misses, and gets her rebound. And the foul on the second shot attempt. So McElroy will go to the line to shoot 2. The first one's up, no good. Misses the second. Sorry, makes the second. So it is 19-28. Riverside down 9. Warren with another shot. She misses. McElroy with the rebound. She misses. Schmidt with the rebound. She also misses. And it will still be Riverside ball. So this fourth attempt, I have a good feeling about it. Ball into Schmidt, blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds, but it looks like we have a little bit of frustration on the side. And Numes looks to be hurt, holding her right arm, trying to attempt that rebound. A little bit of conversation between the coach and the referee, and we're back in. A nice tip pass to McElroy, but McElroy misses that jump shot. Maple Shade on offense. Mudrinic really clamping down on Numes, but she goes for the steal and misses, and Numes is able to get a 2-point basket on a lay-in. Sometimes in those situations, the best defense is just to play straight up and not go for the steal, because you don't want to give up if you miss that easy lay-in. So it's something that Mudrinic will have to learn. It's not always about the steal, but staying in front of the player and making sure that you create a difficult situation for them to score in. So we have a foul on Hernandez. Schmidt on the line. She misses the first. We need those free throws. And she misses the second. Shedeker with the rebound. So Riverside really struggling from the free throw line. This game would be a lot closer if they just knocked down a couple of free throws, and that's always, the case, especially in close games or games that could be close. Numes turning back on her second point, or her second made basket of this quarter. Warren tries to drive in, and she's stopped immediately by Maple Shade. What you have to do in that situation is definitely give a fake, or at least attempt to look like you're going in a different direction with a hesitation or something to split those defenders and then go through. Numes with the basketball. Madrinich playing defense with her arms straight up, and she throws it over the basket. And that's what I mean, like, you're not really trying to steal the ball every time it comes in. A nice give and go from Warren to Schmidt, and Schmidt back to Warren for 2 points. Riverside still down 11 with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in this game. We have a timeout on Riverside. Warren right now with 8 points for Riverside, and Numes 22 of 32 points. So Numes currently right now outscoring the entire Rams offense. And wow, they're doing a great job of guarding her in this half. Riverside still kind of struggling to turn up offensively while shutting Maple Shade down at the same time. Maple Shade bringing the ball up the floor. And Drinich still forcing the ball out of the hands of Numes. Ball inside to Hernandez. She doesn't know what to do with it, so she kicks it back out. That's oddly not a foul, but Numes with a shot attempt from outside is no good, and that hits the top of the backboard and it hits one of the wires, so that's going to be out of bounds on Maple Shade, and it'll be Riverside basketball. With 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, Riverside really have to get on the board quickly and often. Galusa with the shot, no good. Galusa. She's got to take her time on that three. There's no reason to really rush the shot. You want to race, you want to push to get good attempts, but once you get that attempt, you have to take your time and shoot the ball. Schmidt with a drive to the basket, but it's blocked by Numes. Numes still trying to get open and away from Udrinich. Shot attempt, no good. McGargle looks to get the rebound, but isn't able to come up with the basketball, and it is off on Rams. So it'll be Maple Shade basketball with 3 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the game. And Galuta behind her player, but Maple Shade unable to connect. And a shot by Ortiz is good for Maple Shade. So the lead is now 13. Stark been on the bench for majority of this half. Riverside gets another made basket. So lead back at 11. And Stark not being out on the floor does actually hurt the Rams a little bit, because, you know, there's some rebounding and some points that you're just not adding to the score. But, you know, when she was out here, I guess, you know, you noticed that she was hanging around the outside and she wasn't really, you know, in the paint and connecting on her shots. So, you know, it seems that she's sitting. A nice little pass, give and go from Schmidt and McGargle will hit the basket. So Riverside back down 9. They're going to need a bunch of stops. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the game. So let's check in with the boys game and see where they're at right now, just in case you guys are wondering. The boys are up at halftime, 31-16. So it looks like they're going to continue with their monstrous start to their season. And we are back. Ball inbounded. Riverside really need to stop right now, but Ormsby just dribbling through the whole team. Madrinich comes to help off after Ormsby just drives the whole entire court, which leaves Numes open for another 2 points. And so the lead is back at 11. Schmidt running, and this time the ref calls Numes for a foul. And Numes doesn't seem like she really likes the call, but you have to remember, whenever you are swiping at the basketball, especially from the side of a player, and it does not look like the cleanest block in the entire world, and sometimes even if it does, they'll call you for a foul. Schmidt missing that first one. So far, I have Riverside missing majority of their free throw attempts today. I have about 8 misses from the free throw line, and we're down 36-26, so that has to tell you something. Numes attempting a nice little post move, but she misses. Riverside comes up with the ball. Galuzza for the 3. It's no good, but Warren goes in, and a block from behind. So attempt to throw the ball for Riverside player is no good, so it'll be Riverside basketball underneath. And Warren with the basketball being guarded really tight, and the foul is going to be called before the shot attempt. A foul on number 10, Ortiz. That is her second, team's 4th. 1 minute, 13 seconds left, and we are at 36-26. Riverside doesn't have time to be dribbling the basketball around. They've got to get some shot attempts, some really good looks. We have a 3 attempt from Warren, no good, and the rebound goes to Maple Shade, who has the ability now to kind of run the clock down. And I'd still argue for a shot clock in high school basketball, but without that, you know, you have this situation where you can run that clock down. Numes still not really hitting from the outside, so she airballs that, and it'll go to Riverside. 45 seconds left in the game. A pass right into McGargle, who misses, gets her own board, and she's blocked by Numes, who's having a monster of a game today for Maple Shade. So Maple Shade taking their time with the basketball. And we're at the 15-second mark. Not sure what happened with Stark today, but, you know, not seeing her really play too much in the second half really hurts the Rams when she's not, you know, playing high. Also, Madrinich, who had a monster of a game on Monday, she struggled a little bit as well. So that'll be the end of the game, 36-26 for Maple Shade, as they take the win. Riverside dropping to 2-2 on the season. And that is the end of our broadcast. We will be back next Tuesday, I believe, with another girls' game. So I hope that you enjoyed the games, you know, despite Riverside losing, for my Riverside fans out there. And, you know, we'll be back. If you want to see more updates, follow us, RHS Rams New Jersey, on Facebook, and subscribe. See you all next time.